The tension within Mercedes seems to be growing by the day, now with the possibility of Lewis Hamilton signing with a different team a legitimate concern. Toto Wolff and Mercedes engineers are doing everything in their power to get the situation under control. But as outsiders, you have to wonder how this will all pan out. Today, we'll be talking about the Silver Arrows and the current temperature in the room. So let's get on with the video. A recent report suggests that there is internal unrest within the Mercedes team, as their technical director, Mike Elliott, has reportedly received an ultimatum due to the team's lackluster performance at the start of the 2023 season. The team's star driver, a 7-time world champion, had a disappointing start to the season, finishing 5th in the Bahrain Grand Prix and trailing far behind the dominant winner, Max Verstappen. Following the race, Hamilton expressed his anger and frustration, leading to reports that Mercedes held an emergency team meeting at their factory to address the issues that had arisen. Mercedes delved deeply into their problems during the team meeting, and that an ultimatum was presented to Mike Elliott, the team's technical director, as they strategized for the remainder of the 2023 season. It is alleged that Hamilton's remarks following the first Grand Prix of the season prompted the discussion. For those of you that missed it, here's what the 7-time world champion said. "Last year, I told them the issues that are with the car. I've driven so many cars in my life, so I know what a car needs, I know what a car doesn't need. And I think it's really about accountability. It's about owning up and saying, yeah, you know what? We didn't listen to you. It's not where it needs to be, and we've got to work." Mercedes faced immense pressure to perform at the 2023 Bahrain Grand Prix following a lackluster 2022 season in which Hamilton failed to secure any victories. Their campaign was plagued with porpoising problems, and the engineers at both Brackley and Brixworth had anticipated that the W14 would enable Mercedes to regain their place at the forefront of the grid. Nonetheless, Hamilton and George Russell struggled to keep pace with the rest of the field in the new car, with the 7-time world champion ultimately finishing in 5th place. Following the race in Bahrain, team boss Toto Wolff stated to reporters that there were no internal problems within the team. "The Lewis situation is you heard him on the radio. He is an integral part of the team, picking the team up, and we're all sticking together, and I don't think that is going to change just because we had a start that was really bad. We have won 8 Constructors' Championships and 6 Drivers' Championships with him, and that relationship holds. As much as being transparent as to how we need to turn the car around, it is not the point to talk about the driver's situation in 2024. It is far too early. We need to all push in the same direction, the drivers, the engineers, all the management, rather than throwing in the towel. We have never done that, and we will not do it. We just need to really dig deep and deeper than we have ever done, and provide both drivers with a car they are able to fight with." After just one race, Red Bull's chief advisor Helmut Marko has dealt a significant blow to Mercedes by saying that the team is already out of the running for the 2023 championship. "The World Championship title is out of reach for Mercedes," Marko told RTL. "Its concept doesn't have one problem, but several. The solution didn't come over the winter either. You can't design 2 or 3 cars. If a completely new car comes along now, it will be difficult from the financial limits. And the new car won't be competitive from the start. You have to develop it further. They don't have the 3 days of testing and the racing experience." According to Toto Wolff, Mercedes has opted not to develop 2 cars simultaneously, but instead will determine the most promising development path and concentrate all their resources on it. With Red Bull appearing to have already established an insurmountable lead over their competitors, it appears that the energy drink company has the championship in the bag, unless Ferrari can overcome their initial obstacles and pose a challenge to Max Verstappen's squad. Although substantial changes are not expected to be implemented in time for the upcoming F1 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, there is a glimmer of hope for Mercedes, as reported by their third driver, Mick Schumacher. In general, Mercedes has always proven to be one of the best teams to kind of bring upgrades and turn things around, Schumacher, who joined the team for this season, said. And therefore, I think Lewis can be upbeat and positive. I'm a strong believer in the team, otherwise I probably wouldn't have chosen this direction. Seeing how Toto works in his position is quite incredible, and I'm excited to see how the next few weeks are going to look, because I'm sure it's going to be very enlightening for me. Obviously, they're in a spot that they don't really want to be in, because they're used to a lot more, but the work definitely hasn't stopped, and it's going to properly start now. Given Red Bull's dominance over everybody else on the grid, Schumacher does not anticipate Mercedes to contend with Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez during the upcoming weekend's race. The Red Bull just looks super dominant. It looked really simple out there in some ways for Max and Checo. I don't think that there is a reason to believe that we will be at their pace, but hopefully we will be closer. I think that everybody's keeping the positivity high. Everybody's trying to really also focus on the positives and really looking ahead to hopefully turning things around. As Mercedes seeks to secure Hamilton's continued services beyond this season, their recent underwhelming performance is cause for concern, according to Simon Lazenby's evaluation. He suggests that Hamilton is likely measuring his success based on the achievement of an 8th championship title. While talking to Express Sport, he said, "I don't think it's the money that motivates him. I think it's the success, and I think he will remain so long as he feels that he's in the best position to get that 8th world championship. I think it's as simple as that. He's driven not by race wins, he's driven by championships now, and that will dictate his longevity. I don't think retirement's imminent at all, actually." Despite the inevitable fact that he is the most successful Formula One driver in history, Hamilton is said to receive a substantial salary from Mercedes. His contract is reported to entail a salary of roughly £29 million for 2023. Mercedes, on the other hand, has a long-term investment in Russell, who outscored Hamilton in his debut season with the team in 2022 and aspires to see the team regain their championship-winning form. Nonetheless, Lazenby maintains that Russell's performances are unlikely to sway Mercedes' stance on a potential new contract for Hamilton. No, I don't think it will come to that. I don't think you can underestimate the value of Lewis' marketing potential to a brand like Mercedes either. I think that's why he commands figures way in excess of George at this stage of George's career. Where do you think all of this turmoil is leading to? Will Mercedes end up figuring it out, or will their relationship with Lewis Hamilton end in shambles? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.